Now, hello everyone and welcome to Dartmoor Zoo. So my name is Frankie and today I'm going to be giving you a virtual talk on our Carpathian lynx. I'm going to be telling you about the conservation about these animals, about the species in general, and then about our two individuals that we have here at Dartmoor Zoo. Now, conservation wise, these animals are classed as least concern in the wild. They are actually under no threat at the moment to extinction. However, that's not to say that they don't have their own threats. These animals are taken for the illegal pet trade. They're also killed for the fur trade too, with these animals often being made into fur jackets because of their wonderful thick fur pelts that they have on them. Habitat loss and habitat destruction is also massively affecting these animals. At the moment, their population is keeping steady. However, it's really important to be conserving these beautiful animals, spreading education and also breeding programs for them too, to help that population keep nice and steady. Now, about the species in general, you would find these guys, as the name suggests, across the Carpathian mountain ranges within Europe. Now, these animals are known to be living up into the mountains, often away from people, as they can be incredibly shy. Now, even though they do look quite small, these guys are incredibly powerful and very well built. So they're actually known to be able to jump for around about 4.5 metres. Now, this can be from standing or from a slow standing walk too. So they're incredibly impressive jumpers. Now, this does help them with their diet. So these guys would be happily eating things like birds. They've also been known to take down hares too. Now, when food is really sparse for them out in the wild, they have actually been known to even take down a roe deer and also reindeer if they're really necessary. However, they'll try not to do that too much. Like I said, they are quite small. They are still quite powerful, but obviously taking down something like a deer or reindeer can be really quite dangerous for these animals to be doing. So again, a really important reason that we need to be conserving not only them, but also their prey species too out in the wild. Now, these guys you will see have got incredibly large paws and they're really furry and fluffy too. Now, when these hit the ground, you'll often see that the lynx will often push out their toes, which actually spread their toes, making them just like natural snowshoes for them naturally to be living in the wild. Now, that short little stubby black tail too that they have on them is actually to help conserve the heat. If they were to have a really long tail, that is just going to absorb so much cold weather and really lots of cold, which actually could cause them to lose the limb if it was to get too chilly and actually get some frostbite in it. Now, having a short little stubby tail means it keeps it closer to the body, maintaining that heat within it too. They will sometimes wiggle that tail back and forward too, and that is often sometimes considered to be a threat to others. So you'll often see them wiggling it back if they're not particularly happy with something happening within their enclosure or not happy with each other either. Now, diet here at the zoo, these guys get fed every other day to mimic what they'd naturally be having in the wild, and they are fed things like horse meat and also calf meat too. Now, the horse meat comes from a natural cull that happens up on Dartmoor, and this is to help the purebred Dartmoor pony population as it is decreasing. So we work with farmers to only cull those that are elderly, those that have got genetic and medical defaults. So a really important system that we're running here at Dartmoor Zoo. The horses then come back here on site where we have our own meat processing plant, meaning we can feed it directly to these animals. Now, the Carpathian lynx can be known for being quite a chatty animal, so they have lots of different vocalization noises. But this can normally be heard especially during breeding season. Now, they're known to hiss, growl, purr, and even just like your domestic cat at home can little chatters to each other, especially if prey is potentially around, will often give out this little chatter. Now, these animals are absolutely stunning. You'll often see those black tips to the end of their ears too, and again that is meant to help with their hearing. If they were searching for potential voles or rodents underneath the snow, they need to get as much noise into their ears as possible, so they'll often be searching around using that ear system that they have on them too. Now, to tell you about our individuals that we have here, so we have got Willow, our female. She is 11 years old, and we've got Flaviu, who is also just 4 years old as well, so still quite young at the moment. Now, these guys in the wild have been known to live up to around about 17 years old, but in captivity have been known to live around about 25 years old, so a long life to live for the two of them. Now, to keep these guys nice and active, you'll see the enclosure is really well set out for the two of them. They've got lots of hiding places, lots of places to even hide their food. They're not the largest predators in the Carpathian mountain ranges. They've got things like bears and wolves who are going to be challenging them for their food. So they're known to actually store their food and hide it from those other predators. So what's what we provide them here at the zoo? There's lots of different shelters, there's lots of different mountains and rocks for them to climb on, and also lots of branches too. As like I said, they are very agile animals. The enrichment that we provide these animals will often try and encourage them to climb up onto those live branches, again trying to search for their food. Now I think that's everything I've got to tell you about our Carpathian lynx, but if you have any questions, head over to our Facebook page and someone will to answer them for you. Thank you so much for joining us here at Dartmoor Zoo, and we hope you enjoyed your day. Thank you.